Hey, good morning, friends, and happy game day. And welcome to Jobu Sports Pick Segments. We're going to pick our games for week number 6. Oh my God. It's already week number 6. No! The season goes by so fast. We're only 111 days away from Super Bowl Sunday. It just goes by too quickly. But of course, we're going to talk about all the games that are going on. Now, of course, we had New England taking on the Giants earlier in the week, and did anybody really think that the Giants had a chance on that one? Did anybody? Anybody? Okay, so that one's done. It's out of here. And currently, right now, as we speak, um, Tampa Bay is taking on the Carolina Panthers in England. In that new retrofitted stadium, the second game out there. Tampa Bay, of course, Jameis Winston, who's been having a great season thus far, threw an interception the first play of the game. I haven't caught back up with where they are at just a moment, but I'm still going to take Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has been actually playing pretty good. Actually, both of these teams have been coming along and playing better than first thought. When Carolina lost Cam Newton, you thought it was done, it's over here and out of here, but now it may be they may be thinking of losing Cam Newton at the end of the season. So I'm going to still stick with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get past that first early turnover. The of course, our Cowboys. Cowboys going up to New York. Sam Darnold is back for the Jets, even though he's had mononucleosis, the kissing disease. I don't know how a grown ass man gets that, but hey, who knows? He's back, and of course they have Le'Veon Bell, who's been a bit of a disappointment thus far. He's only averaged 2.9 yards a carry, which has been the Dallas Cowboys' Achilles heel. So look for them to try and run the football against us, but hopefully the Dallas Cowboys' talent gets them back on track and gets them ready to play the Eagles next week. The Eagles go to Minneapolis to take on the Vikings. Now, Kirk Cousins has looked like some shit. Excuse my language, but he's looked like some shit. But seems to be getting a little bit better as the season has gone on somewhat. And the Vikings have been playing some pretty good ball. The Eagles will definitely be playing in a hostile crowd against a great defense. So we'll find out a little bit more about the Eagles. Their offense, regardless of the points you're seeing, the 31 points that you saw against the Jets and stuff, their defense is taking away the ball and creating scores. So it doesn't look quite as good as the numbers say. I'm actually going to pick the Vikings, the home team, on this one. In the Toilet Bowl game, we have the Washington Redskins against the Miami Dolphins. Both teams, Redskins are giving up like 420 yards a game to the other team's offense. The Dolphins are giving up like 470. They do not want to win this game. In fact, I don't think either of these teams really want to win, but I think the Washington Redskins want to win maybe a little bit more than Miami. I'm actually going to take the Redskins because they've got this set up to make Callahan look like the hero and Jay Gruden to be the scapegoat for all that is the Washington Redskins dysfunctionality. We already talked about, of course, New England and the Giants. That game is done. It's over with. We already got the Carolina game and Tampa Bay going on. And then we have Kansas City against the Texans. Hard to bet against Kansas City, although Pat Mahomes has come back down to earth. Texans have a great defense. It'll be a great challenge for Kansas City and stuff, but I'm taking Kansas City at home at Arrowhead. You just don't bet against them. Then we've got San Francisco and the Rams. Ooh, the battle of offensive coordinators of the Redskins, which is hard to believe that those two guys left that cesspool in Washington and now are both on winning teams. Now, the Rams, Jared Goff does not seem to be quite as good without the running game. Todd Gurley is missing time in practice, and he's not playing much on the field. And now you're seeing the fact that running games do make a difference in the NFL because when Todd Gurley was running really, really well, it made it easier for Jared Goff. Now he's kind of sputtering, and that offense is kind of sputtering. San Francisco riding a wave right now. 4-0 and hoping that they can make it 5-0. For the Rams, this is desperation. You do not want to go to 500, 3-3, and lose a game in your division because now you are really beginning to look like the garbage team that some people may have thought that you were. So I'm actually going to take the Rams at home. Don't feel good about it, but I'm going to take the Rams at home. Okay, we've got the Ravens going against Cincinnati. Cincinnati, of course, has just been bad. I'm going to take the Ravens at home on that one. And now we've got another one of those butt ugly games. We got the Cardinals against the Falcons. Wow. The Falcons' only win is against, of course, the Eagles. Kyler Murray is throwing up some yards and stuff, but making a lot of rookie mistakes and things. I'm actually going to take the Cardinals because, well, I hate the Falcons, and I'm hoping that the Falcons lose every single game. So, brethren, you can just bite it, okay? Then we've got the Doo-Doo Browns. That's right, that name has come back. The Cleveland Browns, they are a mess. So much for Baker Mayfield being the second coming of Joe Montana because he looks like some crap right now. And it's amazing. Nobody's talking about how much he's regressed. You know what I'm saying? And how much he's kind of, really not there against Russell Wilson. Polar opposite as far as quarterback. You got to take the Seattle Seahawks on that one. You got the Jags against the Saints. Well, we're definitely going to take the Saints on that one. Then we have the Titans against, of course, Denver. I'm going to take the Titans on that one. Denver, they're kind of a mess. Steelers against the Chargers. Steelers, they're a bit of a mess as well. Take the Chargers. And then the big one here for the AFC North. The Lions have actually been a little bit of a surprise. They have beat that Philadelphia Eagle behind. They ended up having a tie against the Cardinals, and they are above 500 at 2-2-1. So going to Lambeau Field, Green Bay has been riding kind of a bit of a wave. They got the victory over the Cowboys, and I think they'll still pull this one out against the Lions. But look for the Lions to be a lot better than you think, and look for them to pressure Aaron Rodgers quite a bit with that defense. So that's where we stand right now. We're going to be at Lucky's today watching the Redskins game as well as the Eagles so we can start scouting them for next week, and we'll be live streaming from there the Dallas Cowboys game. So be sure to tune in and join us. I'll be there. Of course, Mike Anthony will come in later on with Rashid. E2 Blue will be there, and maybe my buddy DMV Dallas Cowboys. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hope you're having a great Sunday. I'll see you soon.